Yo, listen up, it's time for a tale about a podcast that'll leave you frail. Hard way wrestling coming at you raw, bringing the heat, breaking every law. They drop the truth, no holds barred, talking smack, getting you hyped up hard, calling out the fakes, exposing the lies. Hard way wrestling taken by surprise. Hard way wrestling coming to your city. Nothing but realness, nothing but grit. Going down the gauntlet, making them mark. Hard way wrestling straight from the heart.
Welcome to Hard Way Wrestling. We are back, and it feels like it has been forever. Gentlemen, Ricky, T-Bone, and in the Scotty chair, the reinforced Scotty chair, Rob for Rusty.
Sounds like you need gentlemen.
That's why I gave you that window. Because I know that if that thing could take Scotty's weight, it'll take yours.
I feel like I'm sitting the wrong way.
What's
Isn't he
that?
sitting another way? I feel like I'm sitting the wrong way. Does he sit the other way?
I think every once in a while he gets up and his asshole hangs out and he heads to the back and gets me. I'll be
I
right
can
back
do that.
and he grabs a hot
Give me a
pocket.
couple minutes. I can do that.
Hot pocketed an ice pack.
Ricky and Mr. Pumper's in the house. That cat absolutely loves you.
Hell yeah. He whines. He follows me around. He's like a dog.
It's weird. I have a cat, John Senior, right? He hates my guts unless it's 5 o'clock and it's time to eat. Then he's like, "Hey, what's up, Dad? You know, I'm just coming to see." He's like a 16-year-old kid that needs you to borrow the car. Like he legit hates my guts. So I'm jealous of your relationship. T-Bone in the house. T-Bone has got new ears on. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, I got some hearing aids. Got some nice jewelry there. About $6,000 worth.
Jesus.
No,
Well, if anybody tries to rob you, they should know where to go first.
Yeah.
Rob
Here.
sent some
Part is
teeth
the
actually.
bastards got a tracking device on them.
Huh?
Did they what?
They got a tracking device on them. I can
Are they-
find them if I lose them.
Are they Bluetooth? Can they pick up like
Yeah,
like
I can Bluetooth
your
and
podcast? Can you
everything.
listen to podcasts and stuff?
Yeah, I can listen to podcasts, everything. I can listen to music, everything from my
And it-
hearing.
And it comes through the hearing aid.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
The right hearing aid isn't really even a hearing aid because that right ear doesn't work. It's a transmitter. It picks up the sound and carries it over to my left ear, to my left hearing aid.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Now, Scott's in the chat. Frosty, fix your sound. Yes, thank you. I think he's
Yeah,
in the
that's what I'm
process of
working on.
fixing it right now. Yeah, I think that's really cool. Can you pick up the BBC right now? Can you tell us what is going on over in Europe?
No. Like I can if I go through my phone and like have the sound running through my hearing aid. Yeah, I can.
Okay, very cool. Now, do you piss yourself when you walk past the microwave?
No.
Okay, well, I thought I'd ask.
Now I will tell you guys a story that you guys will laugh at because it's sad, but it's funny all at the same time.
Well, if it's about you, I'm laughing.
Right after I got the hearing aids, I go to the bathroom right before we leave the doctor's office.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
I'm peeing in the toilet, and I hear
That's good.
a sound that I haven't heard in like 15 years. My pee hitting the toilet.
Not the seat.
I almost cried because I haven't heard that sound in like 15 years.
All right. Well, Rob hasn't seen his
Oh,
dick in
boy.
15 years. Rob, what are you doing right now? You're staring off into the ethos.
Trying to get this fixed.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Rob Frosty, well, Independent Rewind is in the house today. Why? So when you look at your views now, or your subs on your YouTube page now, and by the way, if you have not gone to subscribe to Independent Rewind, go do that now. Does it say 1K still, or does it say 1,001 or 1,002?
That's a good question.
He doesn't even after he hit 1,000. See, this is what I think works for
It
me.
goes to 1K and then point whatever.
Yeah, it's been kind of I knew the last time I checked we were at 1,021, so I don't know if it says 1.2K yet or not.
No, that would be 1,200.
It says 1.02K.
Oh, okay. All right, that's cool. I figured as soon as you hit 1,000, you don't give a shit what it is anymore. You just wanted to get to
Well,
1,000.
we've been kind of working on the Patreon.
Oh, okay. Okay. You're
We haven't forgot about our YouTubers, but we've been working on our Patreon, trying to get it up off the ground.
All right, well, what are you doing with that right now? Steve Sarks is in the chat.
You gotta
He ain't doing nothing else.
next time Frosty's not here, you gotta get a picture of Big Van Vader as the backdrop and put him in like Scotty with his face over it.
We need Scotty. We need somebody to do a Rob voice. Can you do a Rob voice, Rick?
No, I can't. I gotta work on that. Conan.
That's so. Anyway, I wonder if for us once we hit 1K, 23 away by the way. Once we hit 1K, if I'll ever look at it again. I'm not gonna look at it again until we get 100,000. So anyway, all right. Well, let's get into it. Austin will be joining us here shortly. So we're gonna get right into it here. Oh, we're not going to do that one. That's not the one I want. That's not the one I want either. Okay. So we reported last week that AEW had filed for the rights to the name Shockwave. According to reports, AEW is finalizing a deal with Warner Brothers Discovery and negotiating all their new television partner, all that nonsense. AEW current television agreement is with Warner Brothers Discovery, which expires at the end of this year, is now considering a done deal after months of discussion. However, the company is also rumored in talks with Fox for a 1-hour TV show called Shockwave on FS1. My question is, do we need more AEW on TV?
No.
The second question is, what are we going to get out of an hour?
Nothing. We already got Rampage. That's a fucking hour of nothing.
And that's a shit show in itself.
Collision just reported. They just reported Collision's ratings, and it's the lowest Collision they've had in the history of the show.
Because they're running on Saturday nights. It is football season. You would think Tony Khan, being the son of a football owner, would know that, but I guess he's got so much blow up.
There's no NFL. There's no NFL on Saturday.
People are big college fans.
I'm not blaming football. I'm just blaming AEW being an inferior product. I don't think anybody wants to watch it regardless of what night you put it on.
For me personally, like I don't watch it as much as I used to when Cody and CM Punk were there. But for me, they got too many titles with the Ring of Honor stuff, and they got too many talent. Like you can't keep up with everybody's names, what belt they hold, and the storylines going on, because their storylines technically don't even have substance, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. It's hard to keep up for an average fan. And I'm more than an average fan, but I can't keep up with this shit.
Rob, do you watch AEW?
No, because there's really no unlike WWE, there's kind of an accessibility, right? If you don't watch the live stuff. But AEW is on live television. There's not that I know of, like an app that I can watch it on.
Right.
That you don't have to pay for.
You don't have cable?
No, I don't have cable. So and that might be why some of their numbers are dwindling too, because cable's not going to be a thing before too long. Well, I mean, we're going to move into the days of the apps on the television, and they're not there yet.
Well, I think that we are. I think we're making a lot of excuses for Dynamite. You know, it's the cable's going by the wayside. But if you look at WWE's numbers, they're fucking through the roof, right? They're setting records all the time with live attendance and TV attendance. Football. I mean,
Paul Levesque era.
Yeah, it is the Logan Paul Levesque era. If we're making a lot of excuses for an inferior product, I think that's when it comes down to. And I look at AEW as I look at some of these independent wrestling companies. and this is just me, and I don't know about other people. You, Rob, you can tell me you've been around the business way longer than all of us. So, when you go or you're a part of a wrestling organization, you want to go because you're following stories and you're following what they're doing. And I feel like AEW is like some of these independent programs or shows where it's like one-off matches. You'll get this guy versus this guy, but then there's why, right? Last night they had Kyle Fletcher and what's his face, Will Ospreay tag team together for this gauntlet match, and they won it. You got FTR. You have a million tag teams. They got more tag teams in AEW than they do in WWE. Probably some of them better. They got FTR. You got the Bucks. There's a ton of them. Top Flight, the grizzled young veterans who are god awful.
Which is why they're no longer in WWE.
Right.
Listen, I got something I want to point out about AEW.
But they just, for some reason, they just decided to put these guys together. By the way, Will Ospreay has a title already. They put him in now they have a shot at the Young Bucks for the world title, for the tag titles, I could think, at whatever their next. It's a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday
Grand
show.
Slam.
Yeah.
No, it's not it's a trios match. It's Okada and the Young Bucks against Ospreay, Fletcher, and I can't remember who the third one is. I think it's Takeshita.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, Rob, you tell me when you're a part of an organization, and then I'll get Austin's, because Austin does some independent stuff too here. Do you want to be part of stories, or you don't care? You just go to wrestle. $20 is $20, right?
It kind of goes both ways, right? It depends on where you're at. If somebody's putting effort into you at where you're at, yeah, I'd like to be a part of a story, like as long as it makes sense, and I can have some input in that story that makes the story make sense. If you're somewhere where it's just kind of like, yeah, I just go here and hang out with the guys, well then, yeah, I'm just there to wrestle.
So that's AEW, right? That's AEW. We just go hang out, right? Wednesday nights, buddy. We'll see you then. See you then. Also, when you do a show, and I think everything that you're involved in has some sort of storyline, except for one company. What would you rather have? Would you rather have a story, or would you rather have some one-off matches?
Well, here's the thing.
Enough, by the way, that's reality.
It is. He's right. He's 100% right.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you want to? Here's where I'll ask you a question, right? Do you want to cater to the smart mark or the fair weather fan? Which is there more of?
I believe there's more smart marks than there is fair weather fans.
Is there though?
Well, fair weather fans are fair weather fans. They might be here there tomorrow. Right. So why are we catering to people? Why are we catering to people they're gonna go watch the Paralympics tomorrow instead of watching my program?
Well, what I'm saying is if you're just putting on just a wrestling match for no reason, it's not going to snag that fair weather fan, right? The smart marks are always going to show up no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what they do.
Yeah.
But if you snag that fair weather fan with a story where they go, man, I got to be here next month to see if this guy gets his payback.
You think that's what they do?
100%.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
You turn the fair weather.
I mean, if you don't believe me, how many smart marks do you think are in the crowd at WWE events? There's probably a lot.
No, I think there's
equal amount of fair weather fans too.
Actually, I look at AEW and WWE as two different wrestling entities. Like WWE has been around so long, it's almost appointment TV. For the smart marks and for family. Or for other people, like, oh, wrestling's in town. Let's go to wrestling, right? WWE. Maybe we'll see Hulk Hogan. That's probably why they show up, because they're going to see Hogan or some shit.
Think they're going to see Hogan.
Maybe The Rock's going to be there, right?
That'll work for me, mother.
But people just don't go, oh, AEW's in town. Anybody know what the fucking AEW is?
Mm-mm.
Right.
Hell no.
So that's what I'm saying. I feel like more smart marks are watching this program than they is fair weather fans. clearly by the ratings, it's not new people. They're getting the same 600,000 people that they get every week. They're missing 3. When Punk was there, that's when you got your fair weather. CM Punk's back. I haven't watched wrestling in years. They tune in. Oh, Edge. Oh, he used to be really good back in the day. I want to see what his grizzled ass looks like.
Who the hell's Adam? Who the hell's Adam Copeland?
Is Adam Copeland?
Yeah, that's going to be the question. Who's Adam Copeland?
I remember that Ricochet.
Ricochet.
He just had his life questioned by being put in a match with Sammy Guevara last night.
There you go. Kevin Erickson, Deadpool says Taylor Swift is easier to follow than AEW.
Well, I mean, he's not wrong.
Go ahead, T-Bone. Sorry about that.
From last night, okay? Moxley's promo, he said Daniel Bryan's not going to make it to Grand Slam. He asked Darby Allin for the title. And then 5-10 minutes later, they announced Daniel Bryan's wrestling
Nigel McGuinness
at Grand Slam. You just killed your own fucking storyline. You made it make no sense whatsoever. What was the deal with Moxley and Darby Allin? Like, if they're gonna wrestle,
I have an idea. Go ahead. Austin's wheels are turning. Go ahead.
Well, from what I've seen on the poster, it says like Daniel Bryan versus Nigel McGuinness, or I'm sorry, Bryan Danielson versus Nigel McGuinness. If Danielson can make it to Grand Slam, is what the poster says.
I didn't catch that. That was my bad.
Yeah, the poster literally in the middle says like if Danielson can make it.
So I feel like
I didn't see that part.
We'll get to this. I don't want to give. I mean, I have some thoughts about that, about him making it there or whatever. But I feel like Nigel McGuinness isn't getting that match, regardless of what happens. He's not getting that match next week. So
I think they should 100% put if McGuinness can make it there, because McGuinness is going to get paper or plastic bagged here in about 3 weeks.
3, 2, 1.
But to go back to answer your question, I'd prefer to be in a storyline than just show up and play around in my underwear for 10, 15 minutes and walk back out.
Yeah.
Like,
and point at signs of some big bitch that says Tremor eats corn the long way.
Boy, they hate your guts, don't they?
Bro. It's
you're saying
funny.
you do when you're tights to bed, right?
At what point do you go home and like cry? Dude,
I don't know, man. The sports bra jokes, the fucking lesbian jokes, they're funny.
Dude,
I may or may not cry in my bed
the other
but
day.
hey, it's whatever.
At what point do you start sticking your finger down your throat and start throwing up?
Hey, man. Not yet.
Oh shit!
Not yet. Give it a
between
little bit.
that picture of you pointing at those signs and then that picture of fucking Jason looking like fucking Tomater in the chat the other day, I was fucking dying.
What happened?
The picture that I sent of you looking fucking.
You look like fucking Tomater from Cars.
I must have missed it.
Yeah,
no,
like,
you commented on it. It's the picture that I sent where you're like,
you know what that's from? That's from the Hardy chat.
Yeah.
I think that's from the Hardy chat. Yeah, I stopped putting stuff in the Hardy chat because that'll come back to get you. That will definitely, if you put something stupid in the Hardy chat, they're editing it, and you're gonna end up with something hanging out of your rear end by the end of
That's the craziest part about that Hardy chat too. That bitch runs 24/7.
Yeah, it slowed down a little bit. Actually, it slowed down so much I thought I was kicked out.
probably the internet connection.
Oh yeah, it takes time. There's 37 phones connected to that Wi-Fi in that house.
I feel bad for the Wi-Fi bug carrying on that phone.
So anyway, back to the second question. What are we gonna get for an hour out of Shockwave? Is Shockwave like is that their dark their pre-show right before they go into Collision or right before they go into, which would make it horrible if you got to go to FS1 to watch Shockwave and then switch over to another channel to catch Collision or whatever. I wouldn't put it past them though.
I wouldn't either.
Here comes the money.
Is that what it is? You think it's going to be Shane? You think they gave Shane 1 hour?
I don't know.
Him and
you can have-
Domikato would take up an hour by themselves.
If it's on FS1,
have
they got to do
rings, no
something to
rope.
get some viewership.
Ring with no
Yeah,
ropes.
yeah, we're gonna get AEW Overground.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping that the deal with Fox would lead to Ring of Honor being on Fox. That's what I was hoping.
That
If
would
he
be-
was what he would have done.
Fox is too
He's-
big for Ring of
Yeah.
Honor.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
Ring of Honor should be on Tubi.
YouTube with AEW Dark.
I
Actually,
can't
Dark
even
is
lie
on.
to you. FS1 is the
Yeah.
perfect place for Ring of Honor, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's the B show to Fox. Like I prefer AEW on actual like. I've started watching some of AEW stuff. 50% of it is like, okay, why am I watching this? But they're starting to get like better with the storylines. So like, I'd rather see that on actual Fox instead of FS1, and then you can throw the other shows on FS1. Like Ring of Honor, I feel like would be perfectly fine on FS1. For give it an hour and a half programming, call it a day.
Yeah, you could definitely do an hour of Ring of Honor. They used to do when Ring of Honor was on TV. I think when Ring of Honor was on TV before, it was only on for an hour, but it was edited. They do it with New Japan also. It's edited. It's like 2 matches or 3 matches. It's edited down. There's no talking. It's kind of like they do with Hulu. They cut out a lot of the extra stuff, and they just go with the wrestling, which might be a good thing for AEW or Ring of Honor or what's another company that Tony owns that's not on TV? What else do they own? I feel like there's another one.
You're probably
No,
just
that's
thinking
it.
of Dark.
Yeah.
No, there's another one.
Maybe Shockwave would be the best of AEW. And that's why it's only an hour. Anyway,
Or maybe it'll be a recap show. Maybe it'll be a recap show.
God,
the
we-
week of
we-
Ring of
They
Honor
don't
and
need that.
please, no, Lord. Yeah.
There will be
And
zero
before you know it,
viewership.
there's a
Actually-
review title.
How many months before Fox pulls Shockwave? Well, I tell you, I think that Fox had a really good relationship with Vince McMahon, and then when Vince left, I think that's kind of what part of the reason why Fox got out. But Fox is getting, if you're want to be in the wrestling business, why wouldn't you want? And maybe it's price. Why wouldn't you want to have WWE? Why would you want to have an inferior product? Why would you want to have NWA or Ring of Honor or
To me, could it just be the opposite of that? Could it be WWE not wanting to be on Fox? Because wasn't Fox like always bitching about something with WWE?
yeah, Fox is a little tight.
Yeah,
They
so
were
I mean, could it be the
agree with
opposite
you.
of that? Maybe WWE wanted out from under Fox.
It was that, and at 9:59 they had to be off because they're switching to like 10 o'clock news or whatever,
Yeah.
so they couldn't spill over like Monday Night Raw does at times.
I think
That
Fox,
is going to be the best part about Netflix. They can go as long as they want or as short as they want.
and that's where it all comes down to. Netflix bid the shit out of them. They paid them a badillion dollars. And Fox is losing. Actually, I think it came out. Fox is losing their ass having WWE on their network. They're not. The ratings were good, but they're not pulling sponsorships. And I think this is part of why they want AEW. For some reason, AEW pulls sponsorships. Pulls real good sponsorships, and I think that's what I read. That was
Not going to get Domino's back, that's for sure.
Did I
You
miss
think it
something?
was
What
promotion
happened with the Dominoes?
That was whenever they had fucking Nick Gage on and he used a pizza cutter. And as he's using the pizza cutter, they cut to a Domino's commercial,
Yeah.
like a picture in picture. He's literally
love it.
sliding this fucking blade across Chris Jericho's face
Yeah.
as they're
Yeah, I remember
playing a
that.
Domino's commercial.
So wow, what a softball! T-Bone just asked me earlier, "Hey, what's the pizza cutter for?" I knew Austin would never not let me down. Not let me down.
Welcome back, Austin.
Yeah, welcome back. By the way, it's been what, a month and a half, 2 months?
It's been 3, I believe.
Is
It would've
are
been,
you
like,
back
you know-
in your man cave?
I am. We got everything set back up.
It looks like
Okay.
there's stains on the floor behind him.
What is going on there? That guy.
Oh, and he looked right at it.
Yeah,
So the
Well,
chalk
I can
outline?
see like the discoloring. No, I think it's just from me.
falling off your chair.
Yeah, pretty much.
And your hair, your grease from your
pantsless
hair.
Uncle Howdy nights.
Oh
pretty much.
yeah. Do you got any new Uncle Howdy stuff?
I don't, unfortunately.
What? I thought you were all in on the masks and the.
They haven't put them out yet.
No, they haven't.
No.
Thank God. There's that mask that he's wearing is terrible.
I don't like the new mask.
Yeah,
So my issue with it is, I don't mind the mask. I hate the straight hair.
The hair is god awful. And when he had to wrestle in it, we were like, "Oh my god!" Somebody hold it. It needed a hair versus mask match, and just cut the fucking hair off the mask. So. Anyway, PWI 500 was released the other day, and Rob, I wasn't in it. You weren't in it.
Yep, nope.
Yeah, neither was Austin.
But
Also, would this be now? You Rob, you can tell me. Is this a goal for you guys? I mean, is this something you guys think about making the PWI 500?
go ahead, Rob. I'll let you go
Yeah,
first.
go ahead, Rob.
For some people, it is. I mean, other people don't worry about it. It's just the PWI.
Sounds like somebody that had no shot at getting in it's not worried about it, right?
Well, here's the thing. It's the PWI 500 is one of those things where you got to kind of know who's publishing the magazine to get into the 500, right? Or have some way of getting their attention so they see you, because there's a lot of indie workers out there.
And Dino made it.
Yeah, saw that.
And Dino made it.
He was like decently high too. He was like
Yeah, he was
295.
pretty high too.
Yeah, 240 something. I tried to get. I sent him a message. I was going to try to get him on.
I know TJ made it
He's
too.
big time.
TJ
Yeah,
Stikes.
TJ was like 498.
495. Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Was AK in there?
No.
Mhm.
Yeah, AK was, and AK has been a champion just about everywhere he's gone. Yeah.
You must not know the
disappointing.
right people.
Yeah,
They stop hanging out with you.
that's what it is. I was higher on the list than he was. I had one.
He
I
needs
had
to
one
fire.
match this year.
He needs to fire you and hire Jonathan De La Crosse.
Jonathan.
Fuck Jonathan De La Crosse.
Oh, check out Jonathan Delacroix's new hat.
No fucking shot.
Bro. Is this not the best hat in the world?
That is awesome.
That's fucking sick.
That'd be so much better if you could pull something down.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
When Cole Cabana
He
had it
just
up on
told me
his
that.
whatnot, I saw it and I was like, "Oh my god! If this has a hood that pulls down,
Yeah, you should be able to pull them two strings straight down over your face.
Yeah.
Jonathan's cousin Monathan is coming out of is going to start wrestling under a hat hood." So, anyway, top. We're gonna look at the top. Probably look at the top 20, but top 10 here real quick. Cody Rhodes, number 1. Swerve Strickland, number 2. Will Ospreay, number 3. Seth Rollins, number 4. Naito, number 5. Damian Priest, number 6. MJF, 7. Mox, 8. Gunther, 9. And Mystico, number 10. That's exactly what I said. I actually searched a couple different publications to see if it was right. And it was right. Mystico.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this out here. Out of the top 10, right?
Yeah.
I want it to be known that Roman Reigns is not even in the 500.
Nope.
That's
Yeah.
That's
ridiculous.
the
Also,
part
where's
that blows my-
Hologram?
Why in the
Yeah.
fuck do you not include a guy that spent the better part of 3 years as your world champion of the number 1 wrestling company out there?
Blue Kane was ranked number 500 and beat fucking Roman Reigns.
A guy who's doing better work than most in WWE right now he's number 13, and he was beat by Mystico, Drew McIntyre.
My
Yeah.
God.
The fuck out of here!
What's even mind blowing is I don't even know what number CM Punk is.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're seeing Punk.
Injured reserve.
That's a good question.
Probably 40s if I had to guess, or 50s.
So we got Samoa Joe, number 11. How is Samoa Joe in the top 11?
He hasn't been seen since he got put through a fucking
Forklift. He's
drywall.
fucking forked.
Judy
Brian
Bagwell.
Danielson. Brian Danielson, number 14. Moose, 15. Sonata, 16. Jay Uso, 17. Del Vicino, 18. Mustafa Ali, 19.
Scotty
Number
said he
20.
tried to
Number
get some
20.
reviewers, but both guys just said they were more interested in porn.
What's that?
Scotty
Just
said they just tried to get us more viewers, but both guys said they were more interested in porn.
All right, well, I mean, I'll show it to you if I got to.
I know, right?
Eddie Kingston, number 20.
Oh, Jesus.
What the hell?
Eddie Kingston, number 20. Okada, 21.
Bitch.
Right? Behind Eddie Kingston.
All right.
Sounds like a very heavy AEW crowd.
I don't know that it is an AEW crowd. Is it just people that don't watch wrestling? Nick Nemeth, 22. Alex Shelley, 23. Orange Cassidy, 24.
Oh,
Alex,
man.
who I
Scotty-
don't even know who Alex King
Scotty's
is.
about to go into a fucking tirade with that.
Yeah, I'm glad we're doing this PWI list when fucking Scotty's not on because
Adam Copeland,
Oh, dude.
26. LA Knight, 27. Trick
Yeah.
Williams, 28. Christian Cage, 29. Dragunov, 30.
all right, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Christian Cage should have definitely been closer to 15, top 15.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Christian Cage has been doing the best work of his fucking career.
I agree with you.
EC3, number 40.
Jesus Christ.
Hangman, 42. Hangman burned down a motherfucker's house.
Why
Bro,
are
this,
you-
hold on, hold on. This list came out before that. Like they were in
Okay.
the process of publishing it prior to that.
Right as he's lighting the fire.
Yeah, pretty much.
Joe Hendry, 51.
No justice.
Terrible.
They don't believe.
Randy Orton, 55. AJ Styles, who's AJ Styles. I don't even know how he's in the top 100.
Still better than Mystico.
The scapegoat,
Yeah, that's
15.
what I'm sitting there scratching my head. Almost everybody you've named has been better than Mystico.
Everyone is better than Mystico.
Where's Bronson Reed at?
I
I'm
don't
better
even see
than
oh,
Mystico.
Bronson
Bronson
Reed's in the 200s. He's just after Andito, or however you say his name.
And he's one of the bigger things on TV right now.
Braun Breaker, 52.
Jeez.
Rocky Romero, 62. Get the fuck out of here. Ricochet, 63.
What?
Kyle
Same as
Fletcher,
Aiden. Yeah.
Kyle Fletcher, 65. Solo
Fletcher should be
Sikoa,
higher.
66. We do this every year. This fucking list,
That's
Last year's
Shitty.
made way more sense than this one.
I get it. There's 500. It's 500, right? It's 500. It's a lot. You got to get a lot of wrestlers in this 500, right? And 500 seems like a lot, but it really isn't compared
That's
to
like the catering table for AEW.
right. That's 75 through 83 is the catering table for AEW.
I just with the list like this, like obviously
No Brian Hardy.
Who?
No, that's what they said.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said. My fault.
No Brian Hardy.
Where's the Young Bucks?
That's because what's her face is above Brian Hardy. Dang, EST.
Oh,
Bianca.
Belair.
Yeah,
These
she
are all
bought above
guys.
Hardy.
These are all guys. Daniel Garcia, 87.
No,
The thing with these lists, it's like they're all super subjective, right? Like I want to know the people that were on the committee to pick a list because after 100,
I think Mystico was on that list.
He was at the table. He was the one picking the. Brian Keith, 116. He was the number one black wrestler in wrestling last year. Number 116 on the white list, I guess. Jeff Cobb, 121. Jeff Cobb is a fucking treasure. This dude is a machine over in New Japan, and he's that far down. Effie, Get the fuck out of here.
Like,
Where's Hologram at? Is he on this
Laredo
list?
Kid. Now he's probably not on here. No, I'm Dar.
Dar's been all right. Hold on. Before you start giving Dar shit, Dar's been doing some really good shit in
I
fucking.
don't give a shit. I don't care.
NXT.
That's terrible. Dominic Mysterio is not in the top fucking 20.
What?
Not in the top 30.
He's like the most hated guy on WWE.
He is
Why?
doing great shit. There's Nikita Kolonoff is in the chat. And him.
Dominic Mysterio is just about at the level of Christian Cage, almost, in my opinion, as far as like hatred.
I thought I saw Ricky Morton's name in the top 150. I might have been mistaken. Big Bronson Reed, 144.
Wow.
Do not see it. And now CM Punk does make sense though, because the parameters are win-loss record. Well, he's got one win. It's his first win in 10 years in WWE or whatever it is. Championships 1, 0. Quality of competition, which he's only had what 2 feuds? Really, 1 feud?
2 matches.
Yeah. Major feuds. I mean, I would give him. He's probably had this. Probably been the best feud of the year, honestly. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk. Prominence with wrestling promotions. He's already wrestled 1, and he got fired from the other. And overall wrestling ability. So possibly CM Punk doesn't make this list. Anyway, I feel like.
Did you see that LA Star made the PWI 500?
I saw he made it. He made it in a comment.
Yeah, kinda.
What
wrestler steals people's underwear?
Oh Jesus!
Nikita Koloff is back.
Yep, it's been a while.
It's probably going to be something like the Underwear Taker or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's what I was about to
That's
say.
pretty good. That's actually pretty good. The Underwear Taker. He right now he's pounding on his
He's
desk.
giggling.
This is fucking
He's
Austin.
giggling.
He's giggling.
First
typing.
time back, he steals my fucking joke.
He's trying to drop
Kick
his
this
tape.
prick off here again.
Wait, bated
The
breath.
underwear.
man.
Take, oh, yes,
Underwear
Scotty.
Taker. Dead.
The undie taker.
The Undertaker. Oh, welcome back, Nikita Koloff. Now unsubscribe. Oh shit. Yeah. Anyway,
You need 24 more.
fuckers. He's mad now. He sat all day in front of his computer waiting for this. Anyway, every year they do this. We hate this list. The list was better last year. The top 10 is okay. I wouldn't say it was even close. Mystico. Somebody tell. I'm going to do some research.
How did
on
he
what
make the list?
I think he's on. I think he did a Voltage show. Did he do a Voltage show?
I have no clue.
Yeah. Wasn't he at the last? Wasn't he at the last Voltage show? I was at.
No, dog. That was Ricardo Rodriguez and Lindsay Dorado.
Yeah. Now you know.
Careful how you word the next words out of your
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah.
That'd be the one less promotion I get to work for.
We want to push the line in the envelope. We don't want to get canceled.
No. Yeah, sorry, I don't have anything for you this month or any month. Hey, Mike. Anyway, yeah. So I'm whatever. Yeah. Why didn't Kalisto make the top 10? No.
I guess my question for Mystico, what is he doing right now? Like, is he the champion of like 9 different promotions?
He would have to
No,
be.
He's probably the number one contender of all 9 AEW titles.
Is Mystico in AEW?
Yes.
I
Are
believe
they
so.
calling
Yeah.
him Commander?
No, they're calling him Mystico.
Okay. I have no idea what he's doing.
The last time he was hold on. The last time he was on the AEW was February 2nd.
Okay, well, he was
Was
on
it,
AEW.
was it Mystico? What the hell was his name in WWE?
Sin Cara,
There we go.
Yeah.
the original Mystico, which is in the top 10.
Who continued to botch move after move after
Yeah.
move.
Still not
Yep.
top 10 worthy.
Lex Luger
No.
walks into a restaurant and asks what this. I'm not even gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not reading that one. The word it says suplex. Oh, okay, I get it. What's this?
Lex Luger ain't walking anywhere. Call it off.
That's true. It's true. Unless it's he could be rolling in somewhere for sure. Anyway, Terrible list. I'll go through this list and look at all 500, but it does make a little sense for PWI because nobody's buying that publication anymore. I bought it because I bought it a couple times because actually the last PWI 500 I bought because for whatever reason, and I got a couple issues after that, and they must have sent like 37 renewals. They wanted me to renew. It's terrible. The magazine's not great. By the time you get the magazine, it's out of date. Like every other magazine, it's like buying a newspaper. By the time you get the newspaper, they've already voted in a new president. So you don't ever get updated news. So, but anyway, PWI makes sense though. Because Rob, if you make the PWI, how many of them are you buying?
At least one to frame.
Just one? Awesome.
Just one.
How many are you buying?
Shit, depends on what number I am. Let's be real here. Let's be real.
501.
501. Shit.
If I get my name,
that's actually what I got ranked at this year. If you guys were wondering, I was ranked 501.
501.
That's you should get a shirt, Mr. 501.
Yeah. No,
Well,
but if I was to make it, probably 5, maybe 10.
For the rest of your life, you could say I was in PWI 500.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be cool. Like one day, yeah, sure, it'd be cool. Was I like absolutely expecting first year to make it? Hell no. But I mean, like,
no.
Give it a couple years.
One day,
I'll give it a shot.
I'm waiting for myself to get into a publication so I can buy them up too. But most likely, it's going to be my obituary. So at that point, it won't even make sense. It won't even make sense. So anyway, let's get into AEW from last night. Let's do a little bit of recap and talk about that horse shit, and then we'll get out of here.
Sounds good to me. So, AEW kicked off with a video on Moxley talking about how egos are running out of control and he wants to make a change. And then we pulled up to Captain Charisma in the ring talking in a promo, basically saying, low-key, it was kind of the same exact fucking thing that Moxley had just said. Very, very much similar.
So wait a minute. He's got a number one title shot for the AEW title. Darby has a number one title shot for the AEW title.
Moxley doesn't.
Nigel McGuinness has a number one shot for the AEW title. Pending.
Christian's, though, is kind of like the Money in the Bank.
Yes.
Tony Khan,
Still a number one contender.
It wasn't a long promo, but the best part about the promo was they started chanting Luchasaurus, and like Killshot in the background like starts freaking out. Here soon, I think we're gonna get fucking the Scapegoat and Killshot together, possibly under a new name.
It's we did get it at the pay-per-view. We did have they had like a little stare down.
Off, like they wanted to hug it out.
Yeah.
I thought Marcus Stunt was going to climb out of Luchasaurus's mask.
And then backstage, Don Callis asked Will Ospreay to team up with Kyle Fletcher and the Casino Gauntlet instead of, I forget who the Asian man in that group is.
Takeshita.
Yeah, Takeshita. Takeshita looked pissed. Expect that
Takeshita's painting his nails.
I did not notice that.
He's painting his nails black.
Hell yeah. And then we see Jack Perry pull up in his bus, get out, wrestled Leo Rush in what was actually a decent small man match. If you guys are into flippy dippy speed shit.
I like Leo Rush. I wish he did the paint gimmick all the time. And I know it's very time consuming, but I like the paint gimmick that Leo Rush does.
Blackheart, it is.
Yes.
Perry, the ending for this match kind of came out of nowhere. Perry hit 2 running knees to win the match. He walks to the back. They cut like a small promo on his way to the back and then jumps in.
Scapegoat
jumps
van
right into the van and dips off. So next we had Sammy Guevara versus Ricochet.
But Sammy looked really good here.
I thought Sammy broke his fucking leg. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
When Sammy did like a backflip onto Ricochet on the stage, and when he came down like super straight legged, and I thought for sure we were about to get a fucking Psycho Sid.
All right.
because it looked terrifying. Ricochet defeated Guevara. No shocker here.
Ricochet probably feared for his life of a fucking concussion.
Now, let me point out something here. Everybody was talking about, oh man, we're gonna bring Ricochet in and we're gonna get Ricochet versus Will Ospreay. But we basically in this match with Ricochet and Guevara, we saw that match. They did the flips, the flips together, and they ended up in the Superman pose at some point. It basically looked like there are so many Ricochets and Ospreys in AEW, you can't tell one from another. If you were a Fairweather fan and and we're gonna get into this will be later during that gauntlet match. If you were a Fairweather fan and you turn this on, you don't need who's who. You didn't think so, Austin? You didn't think that they
No, like I agree with you. There definitely is a lot of similar styles in
Who's their agent? Is it Bob Starr?
Hey man.
Damn it, Bob. You better fix that shit. We can't have the same shit in every match.
But for me, it's like there are very similar styles, but I'm sorry if you're comparing Sammy Guevara to Will Ospreay, there's a big issue.
No, I'm not comparing. No, there's no way. No, I'm comparing that sequence that we had between Ricochet and Ospreay.
Yeah.
There's no way. First off, if Guevara tried to keep up with Ricochet, he would concuss him.
He'd concuss himself.
Slow down, bitch.
That's right.
So after the Ricochet Guevara match, Moxley was still looking for Darby. Couldn't find him. And then we had Mariah May versus Queen Amelia.
Amanada.
That too.
Amanada.
Bless you.
I love her because I love her. I think she's awesome.
Prior
she
to
hits
this,
hard. She hits hard.
Yeah.
Prior to this match, Darby came out to the ring after the break.
Looking like
and said if he's
like
here,
Machine
fans
Gun
look for
Kelly.
He did look like Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, he looked like Machine Gun Kelly
Looking for Randy Orton.
with his fucking pink jacket on.
looking for Moxley, and he came out with Marina Shafir.
Is it me or is her eyebrows bothering anybody else? Like her eyebrows bother shit out of
She
me.
just looks like she's always got resting bitch face.
She
Like,
does. Who's she? She's married to Kyle O'Reilly. She's married to one of them, right?
No clue.
Roddy Strong. She's married to one of them.
Roderick Strong.
Roderick Strong. Okay.
So Darby spoke for a few minutes, got a couple cheap pops. Then Moxley took the mic and said that he wanted to give Darby the title shot he earned for the Grand Slam or for Grand Slam. And Darby told him to earn it. So Mox told him to put his title shot on the line and Darby accepted. This whole fucking you get a belt, you get a title shot. It just makes zero fucking sense in AEW.
Exactly.
So here's a scenario.
It's going to end up in a time limit draw, and both of them are going to be getting title shots
Against each other. Darby wins it, or Moxley wins it, wins the number one shot. Sammy Guevara comes down because he has a number one contender shot too, and he challenges, and then we just get them all to fight in one night.
It's going to be an eliminator gauntlet match.
Yep, eliminator gauntlet match, and then Christian Cage comes down and beats them all.
I think I know what the problem is with AEW. Tony Khan's got too many. Tony Khan's got too many guys.
Finally,
somebody found the answer.
Well, here's the answer. Tony Khan's got too many guys that are under contract that have creative control. When they walk in and bitch, he's like, "Oh well, we'll solve the problem. Here's your title shot." You know, we got too many guys with too many title shots. There's too many belts. Nobody can keep up.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
Nothing means nothing.
Get rid of Ring of Honor, period. Just kill that off and bring the library to whatever network you're going to and put it on their freaking app. and just leave Ring of Honor to the wayside and focus on AEW, or focus on Ring of Honor and leave AEW.
But
One or
hey,
the
man,
other.
that's not going to work for the Young Bucks, bro. That's not going to work for all of their friends that they've brought in
That's
from
exactly
their
the
18
problem. That's the
different.
exact problem. Tony Khan's catering to the Young Bucks and their people, and that's the problem, right?
I mean,
there.
they are. So here's the issue, right? The issue is you got wrestlers that are executive vice presidents. That's the
Yeah.
biggest fucking issue. Let's
Big
be
one.
real here.
Big-
If I was to start,
why-
for example, if I was to start a promotion tomorrow, and I was the EVP, I'd be hitting up all the tight boys being close with me and being like, yeah, you're going to wrestle here. You're going to wrestle here. You're going to wrestle here. And then they're going to come to me and be like, hey, I know a guy from fucking Tennessee that wants to come up here. All right, fuck it. Bring him in. Let's see what he's got. And
All
that's
friends
how
wrestling.
it just has been a fucking domino show. That's what AEW is, plain and simple. Is
All
it
friends
started
wrestling.
out as a small indie company and then rose to this big fucking
Indie company.
Tony
big
Khan
fucking
thinks
indie
with
company.
nose.
Yeah.
And they
Indie
second
company
fiddled
with
to
TV
WWE.
power.
Right.
However, it's like it's hard to tell, man, because it's like who knows? Maybe next week I'll run into fucking Nicholas or fucking Matthew and be like, hey man, what's up? Maybe I'll end up on fucking AEW. I mean,
It's very
Jesus
possible.
Christ.
No, you're gonna run into Mystico.
Yeah, you'll
Hey,
take
Mystico, how'd
Mystico's
you get number
spot.
10?
Yeah.
It's
He said,
it's
I don't
not too
even
late.
know.
Too late to be in the PWI.
This ain't my mask. I don't even know.
I feel like Scotty's like he's boiling wherever he's at right now.
Oh yeah.
How did Jonathan Delacroix not take Mystico's spot? He's
I
had
don't
more
know, man.
matches since February than he has.
Hey, Jonathan De La Crosse also got elimination.
He did get an elimination and a
Fucking
concussion.
Hey, not me. I didn't do that. That wasn't me.
Mm-mm. No.
Mariah May defeats the Queen. Had a decently quick match. It was a very, I want to say, almost one-sided match, but overall, it was stiff. It looked good. May wins.
What was stiff?
It was stiff and it looked good.
Hell of a women's match. That's some shit that Independent Rewind would be doing.
Your sponsor.
And then we had the Learning Tree versus the Iron Salvages.
Savages.
That too. And that's when the Learning Tree defeated them. And it really didn't fucking matter.
Those dudes are huge.
They are.
Is Bear Bronson. He's always got his boobies out. He's trying to motorboat everybody. They're great.
And then we had the Tag Team Casino Gauntlet match.
What a fucking cluster shit.
Here is the order of entry for every team in the Gauntlet match. So we had FTR.
Do we have
and
time
Osprey.
to announce all this?
Yes.
Okay. I was going to say there could be, about 88 tag teams?
It was only 7.
Come girl
It was
over this.
9.
Was it 9? I forgot about
FTR and
yeah.
Osprey and Fletcher kicked it off. And then
Yep.
number 3, we had the Righteousness. Number 4, we had the Undisputed Kingdom. Number 5, we had the Acclaimed. Number 6, we had MXM Collection. Number 7, we had Top Flight. Number 8, we had the loudest fucking pop, the Outrunners. And then
all
number
day,
9,
bro, with those Outrunners, man. Give me them all fucking day long. When those figures come out, bro.
and then number 9, we had the Grizzled Young Vets.
You know when I see the Outrunners, I see 2 Brian Hardys tag teaming together. That's exactly what, that bald spot and that long blonde hair. Get the fuck out of here. Brian Hardy all day long.
Yep.
Give it to me.
At the end of it, it was just a fucking clusterfuck. It was spot here, quick pan to camera 2, spot here, quick pan to camera 3, spot here. Like,
I didn't watch it. Were they all in the match at the same time, or was it?
Yeah.
people got announced as it went. Is how
Yeah.
From what
So somebody got eliminated. A new team came out.
No. It ended. It was that eliminator one where if someone gets beat, it ends.
Oh, so it was like a
every
gauntlet,
2 minutes a new team came in.
a gauntlet rumble.
Yeah, gauntlet. Yes, whatever their gauntlet
Right.
over there is. Yeah, yeah.
The finish though, the finish was pretty fire. I really did like it. Dante Martin went for like a splash, and then he went for a splash on Kyle Fletcher. Kyle like put his foot up, he ate the foot, and then fucking Ospreay hit him with the hidden blade into the roll up. It was pretty cool.
So remember what I was saying earlier about Sammy, Guevara, and Ricochet? We had almost the exact same thing with Offspray and the dude from Top Flight,
Dante,
where they were doing the flips and off the ropes, and they had like a little back and forth. I'm like, why? If Ricochet and Ospreay ever meet, and they will, because it's going to be money, it won't matter. It won't matter unless Ricochet is this like, which I think he should be, this like ridiculous heel. That's the only thing that's going to make it interesting. That Ricochet's a heel. They're not both faces. If they're both faces, no one's going to give a shit. Somebody has to heal up in this somehow. But watching them two bounce off the ropes, and Dante Martin didn't break his ankle. Perfect. Does some kind of little side flip off the ropes. Like, again, they're all the same. Pull out Sammy Guevara. Enter Dante Martin. Pull out Dante Martin. Enter
Concussion protocol.
Mystico. So.
Here's the thing, though. Like you had mentioned, like, yes, the sequences are kind of the same, and like you can intertwine whoever you want. When Ricochet and Will Ospreay do it, though, the pop is just going to be on a different level.
Yeah,
like just based on the superstar level. Like you can.
How many times can we see that?
Say what are they going to do?
You fucking want. That's the answer.
What's that? What is it?
As many times as you fucking want, because it's AEW and there's no agents. Come on now. Chris Hero's back there standing, fucking watching the shit happen. He's like,
making sure no one's getting choked out. That's what he's making sure nobody's getting front face locked. So, Jesus.
I'm surprised they haven't had a fight at the catering table yet.
Well, supposedly there was something that happened at All Out.
Again?
Yeah,
All Out
something
2024, baby. Let's go.
Something happened at All Out. Now I haven't seen any more reports on it. So, I mean, who knows? I would have figured by now that there'd be something, but
John Moxley handing out plastic bags.
I was going to say FTR in the back going, "Hey man, Punk did it last year. Let's bitch at Jack Perry for using real glass. Let's find our one ticket out of here."
We didn't even get into the fact that we'll say that for the next one.
Tony, release us, or we're going to make you feel unsafe.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh, you guys won't ever make me feel unsafe. Proceeds to put Jack Perry in the fucking doomsday device in the back.
Oh boy. Anyway, we didn't even get into what our thoughts were for All Out, and everybody tried to kill themselves. So maybe we'll do that on the next show. What do you think?
That was bad.
Yeah, that was bad. Well, we can get into it real quick.
So here's my thoughts.
Go
October
ahead.
5th, since you won't be there, I'm going to try to kill T-Bone Jones. So
Oh.
I will try to do exactly what Moxley did.
Well, I'm going to tell you, he's got hearing aids now, so he might hear you coming.
Yeah, don't shake that bag. You're going to hear it.
Yeah, look, I got
Shake the
nice
fucking
heart
bag a little bit. This motherfucker snaps around, scares the shit out of me.
Yo, I got a pitch for Brian too. I got a pitch for Brian for me and T-Bone. No. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. When I end this, I'll shoot it to you. I'll tell you real quick, and you tell me what your thoughts are.
Okay. Cool.
I think it'd be great.
I'm game.
No, I know you're game.
I'll work with anything.
I know your game. So anyway, we'll get into our thoughts on the next show about AEW basically trying to maim people.
Your death experiences.
Yeah.
Houses on fire.
I gotta feel like this is like volume probably like 20 of near-death experience talk with AEW.
We talked about it a lot.
Within a week of AEW, we saw arson.
Yep.
Attempted murder.
What?
Twice.
What?
Like,
at what point? Okay, well, fuck it. So we had Chris Statlander do a split her coochie ended up on thumbtacks, right?
Thumbtacks.
That can't be good for the fallopian tubes.
And she was bleeding.
And where was she bleeding? Oh yeah, at the same time.
Forehead.
Oh, her
I thought
forehead.
she had
Oh,
blood on her
I
forehead.
thought you meant you know what I mean.
No.
Bro
that-
knows he knows her fucking menstrual
Wrong
cycle.
end.
Damn.
She was bleeding that day.
They were cycling together. Holy shit. Yeah, we got the split, which actually, honestly, we've seen thumbtacks for hundreds of years now. I thought that was a good spot.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
That was a first for me.
The worst woman spot I've ever seen was that one where, and I think she actually was in AEW for a while. I can't remember who it is, who pulled the tampon out and stuck it in the other girl's mouth.
Oh man, I saw a
yeah.
video about that. I about vomited everywhere.
Yeah.
Man. That was-
Good luck getting a fair weather fan to stay around after that. I mean, so we get a
Imagine
power
that's your
bomb.
first wrestling show. That's the first match. Just
That was
fucking
that
pull
was
up-
GCW. I think that was a GCW show.
Yeah.
just
It wasn't
fucking pull up
AEW.
with your son. Son, you ready for a great night of wrestling action?
You don't put
Turn
that in your
around,
opener.
she's fucking
Yeah.
like fucking Mr. Sacco.
Oh
He
my
thinks
God.
you're going for a sock. She's actually pulling out a fucking dirty ass tampon.
Yeah, he's a cobra. I can't do it.
Down for blood.
Whatever, I can't do it. Anyway, so we get a power bomb. We get two power bombs on cinder blocks, right?
Yeah. The one on
That could not.
Earth looked
that is-
terribly bad. Like it looked like all sorts of shit could have went wrong there.
I cannot. There's only one. There's only one way that ends up
Paralyzing.
hurt. There's no way that they're not hurting from that.
Swerve-
Like the-
Swerve gave Hangman the vertebreaker, and Hangman like barely grazed it on the way down.
Yeah, when he set him up for the vertebreaker to put him on that cinder block, I was like, "What the fuck are we doing?"
Yeah, like everything is the final match.
Yeah.
Every show is the final show, and that's how they treat Rampage like that. They treat Dynamite like that. They treat all their fucking pay-per-views like that. That's why nobody gives a shit about their regular shows, because you might see a cinder block on a pay-per-view and pay $50 for it, or you might see a cinder block on fucking AEW Dark. Like, you just don't fucking know. It can happen at any time. Oh, did you guys see that they took the screwdriver and stuck it in Jeff Hardy's ear and spun it around? Oh my God, I didn't even buy that pay-per-view. No, it was a Wednesday.
That's what happens when you hire Nick Gage as your newest agent.
Yeah, that's what it is. Nick Gage is the agent in the back for all the hardcore stuff.
Mm-hmm. All the stuff. Just
Yeah, well, he's good.
All
for
right,
it,
for this
though.
promo, I need you to pull out this pizza cutter and slice your forehead with it to get the point across.
Yeah, I need you to
And
use
cut
the
the
pizza
dominant.
cutter, and I need you to rob a bank.
Unmasked.
Unmasked. That wasn't me. That wasn't Nick fucking Gage. So anyway.
MDK all day, motherfucker.
That's right. MDK, that's what it is. MDK. Oh, damn, motherfucker. I've always wanted. I've there's been a couple times I've almost gone to Atlantic City to see a GCW show. I just couldn't stomach it. Couldn't do it. It's standing room only.
You could share a slice of pizza with Joey Janela on the Jersey
Oh
Shore.
my God, Scott wouldn't make it out of there. Like a GCW show and Joey Janela yelling at Scott, they'd beat his ass. It would look like a Raiders game.
Raiders game.
Raiders
You don't
Kansas
have to say
City
Raiders
game.
versus X team. You just need to say a Raiders game.
A Raiders team. The Raiders be doing shit like AEW too. Didn't they set a dude on fire one year in the parking lot?
Well, I mean, shit, you got the Buffalo Bills fans fucking jumping off buses through fucking tables.
Through plastic
Tables on
too.
fire. Yeah, they're on fire.
Like, we saw the Canadian Destroyer in the NFL this past week. Like,
What?
I missed
yeah,
that.
bro. The guy literally like jumps over his head and like locks his head. I thought he was actually gonna pull off the fucking Canadian Destroyer, but he fucking like slips off the guy's helmet.
Listen, I'm a Ravens fan. If any other team in the NFL does that to somebody, I'm switching teams immediately.
Yeah, like,
I'll be the best Carolina Panthers fan you've ever met.
Yeah, the guy like jumps, and when he does, he literally locks his legs around his head like he's going for the Destroyer. When I saw the clip the first time, I said, Ain't no way.
Right? How self aware would that guy that's taking it have to be to just know to go with it? Just give him a little hop.
Just give him the tug. Give him the worker's tug.
Pinch to the side or pinches.
Oh my God! Can you imagine? Give me that all day long. Give me that
So
all
it
day
turned
long.
more into like a sunset flip.
Oh, okay. Well, did he get a 2? Did he get a 2.5?
No, he actually got 15 yards for unnecessary roughness.
Who gave him that? Rick Knox?
Probably.
Gotcha.
Powerbomb. Compliments of Captain Tino.
Captain Sano, show no mercy.
Love it. I love it.
Oh shit! All right, that's gonna do it here for Hard Way Wrestling. Our schedule's a little weird right now. This September has got me going every which way, but where I need to be. But hopefully October we'll be back to our normal schedules of Saturdays, or not Saturdays, Fridays and Tuesdays and whatever in between. So got a lot of stuff planned coming up. Just can't get it all in because of it's wedding season for your boy. So Austin, where can we find you coming up? Are you going to be doing some independent stuff?
Yeah, so the 28th, you can catch me at the Linthicum Fair or Linthicum Heights, whatever that thing is.
Yep.
You'll catch me there in the morning doing some stuff for USW. And then that night, you can catch me at ATCW. And then October 5th, you can catch me in Elmore, West Virginia with USW, defending the tag team titles with the one and only Huck Sawyer.
Oh, okay. All right. Don't you have another show coming up with Stars?
That's not until November.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I can't be there for the next show due to the USW show. So.
Okay. All right. Frosty, where will you be performing?
Every Saturday on YouTube.
Oh, okay. The Independent Rewind?
Yes.
And what are our topics coming up for the Independent Rewind? What kind of snatch videos do you have planned for everyone?
Banana bread.
Oh, it's got a name?
Yeah, banana bread, yes.
Sounds yeasty.
When you watch the Saturday's episode, you understand.
All right, sounds very yeasty. T-Bone, where will you be besides right in that same spot waiting for us to go live again on Tuesday?
October 5th, I'll be on the show with Austin down here at USW.
Oh, sick brag, you two guys being on that USW show. I think that's really cool. You guys get to go to that show.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you don't.
Yeah, it's all your fault, actually.
It really is. T-Bone, you're a bitch.
Here we go.
Fuck T-Bone Jones.
It ain't my fault. He decided to put his hands on me. I didn't go to the board of directors and ask them to.
If you just stayed on your feet like a fucking man, nobody even knew that I popped you.
Yeah, tough man, my ass.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I'm good hearing aids and a new eye coming. Try it again.
Love it.
Anyway, that USW show is sounds like it's gonna be really good. So
The one and only King Kalu will be there.
I had I had a drink the other night with him in it. Thought it was awesome. Same, not the same. Have you ever worked the show with King Kalu?
I have.
Yeah. Yes.
He's a legend.
I actually refereed his match with the Patriot at Elmore, West Virginia in 2017.
Okay. Oh, what happened to Rob? Rob's in the Scotty chair.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
Rob turned sideways. He's getting ready to turn upside down.
like a bat.
Jesus.
Um,
He's defying gravity. He is the Ricochet of Hardway Wrestling right now. Look at him. And he's gone.
he still got it.
It must.
He still got it.
Oh, boy. Well, Rob's out of here. Rob's had enough of this USW talk. I only do shows where there's major stars. So I hope my next show will be with Buff Bagwell. I think that's my next show. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome.
I don't need. I think it's the end of. It's October or something. So I don't exactly know.
I'll probably be at that one too.
Yes, you would definitely probably be at that one. And I'm going to. I think I'm gonna take a swing on Buff. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a shot at him. I know he's got a bad neck. His
Phone died.
His phone died. Terrible.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. So anyway, I know he's got a bad neck. Well, I'm just kidding because I know Buff don't give a shit about me. He shot his own fucking dad, so he doesn't give a shit about me. I'm not fucking with that dude. Just kidding, Marcus. Just kidding, buddy. So, anyway, that's gonna do it here for Hardway Wrestling. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you go like and subscribe to the video. We're getting a lot of hits on the video. Make sure you go hit that thumb button. Drop some comments. We need all the help we can get. We're 23 away from 1,000. Not too far away. If you don't like to look at us, sometimes ugly. Sometimes I wear a sleeveless shirt with no muscles. It happens.
Yo,
If you rather just
real quick, give us a flex. Come on. Yeah,
It's
see,
been
there's a little bit of muscle there.
I haven't been to the gym in probably a
Sit
month.
your old ass down, old man.
He is sitting
Put your
down.
fucking flubber away, all right? Nobody wants to see that shit.
See what you did? You brought that mustache out. Now you done made Austin mad.
That thing's like a deck brush.
Actually, looking pretty good.
You settle down there. Settle down there, Par Blanc. What is that?
Paul
guy?
Blart.
Par Blart.
Paul Blart.
Yeah. God damn. See, then it wasn't it better when you didn't have hearing? You had to hear this shit. Anyway, you can catch us on iTunes,
What?
Spotify, all those good
What?
stuff. Somehow Google Play is still up and running, I think. But Scotty's unauthorized to listen on Google Play. So anyway, go check us on all that cool stuff. And we'll see you next time.
On the hard way.